How this man turned a small coffee company into a $100 billion empire. This is the story of Howard Schultz, the man who changed how America drinks coffee. In the shadow of towering Brooklyn housing projects, where dreams were getting crushed like delicate flowers, a small child was dreaming big. This is the story of Howard Schultz, a poverty-ridden child who transformed a small coffee bean into a $100 billion global empire, Starbucks. Born on July 19, 1953, in the heart of Brooklyn, New York, Howard Schultz's childhood was marked by struggle. Raised in a working-class family that lived in one BHK apartment of a public housing society, his early years were shaped by harsh realities of life in Canarsie, an area where opportunities were as scarce as water in a desert. Young Howard watched his father Fred return home night after night, shoulders slumped, hands calloused, utterly exhausted from juggling between multiple low-paying jobs that barely managed to put food on the table. On a chilly January morning in 1961, while delivering nappies on his route, Fred slipped on a sheet of ice, falling into the ground. The fall resulted in a broken hip and ankle, rendering him incapable of working. With no health insurance, no workers' compensation, no savings, the Schultz family found themselves drowning in mounting debts and suffocating tension. To make the matters worse, Howard's mother was 7 months pregnant at that point of time, adding another layer of uncertainty to their already precarious situation. Howard was just 7 years old when he saw his father Fred lying on a couch with a cast covering his leg. Seeing his strong father broken and sad left a deep impact on Howard. It showed him how difficult life could be for families who worked really hard but still struggled. With nothing but sheer determination, Howard achieved what no one in his family could do before. He went to college. A football scholarship from Northern Michigan University became his ticket out. But during practice session, a severe jaw injury shattered his athletic aspirations, which led to the loss of his scholarship as well. Faced with this setback, did he surrender? Never. Howard refused to surrender. He worked tirelessly, he took out loans, he made countless sacrifices. He even sold his blood sometimes for money. But every job he took, every dollar he made, and every drop of blood he sold propelled him towards earning his degree in Bachelor of Arts in Communication from Northern Michigan University in 1975. Xerox, Howard's first battleground in corporate world. Armed with degree in communication, Howard entered the corporate arena with unwavering determination. He began his career at Xerox, where his relentless drive and hunger for success quickly distinguished him. As a sales representative, he pounded on the pavement of New York City, making 50 cold calls a day, facing relentless rejections, yet learning invaluable lessons in selling and humility. His hunger to succeed set him apart, but destiny had a richer brew waiting for him. In 1979, Howard was recruited by Hammerplast, a Swedish housewares company, to oversee their US operations. It was here that he first encountered a small Seattle-based coffee company named Starbucks, one of his clients, a discovery that would ignite passion and change his life's trajectory forever. Wait, what? Howard Schultz was not the founder of Starbucks? No, Howard Schultz was not the founder of Starbucks, but he played a crucial role in transforming it into a global brand that it is today. Starbucks was founded in 1971 by 3 partners, Jerry Baldwin, Zeph Siegel, and Gordon Boker. They opened their first store in Seattle that focused on selling high-quality coffee beans. By 1982, Howard took up the role of head of retail and marketing at Starbucks. Cut to 1983. On a business trip to Milan, Italy, Howard experienced an awakening. The streets were alive with conversation, air perfumed with espresso. Here, Italians were not just selling coffee, they were cultivating community, connection, and culture. Howard's mind was racing with visions of bringing this experience to American shores. But when he returned, his revolutionary idea crashed against the walls of tradition. Starbucks owner refused to transform their business from selling coffee beans to creating experiences. At this crossroads, Howard had the most difficult choice to make: abandon his vision or abandon his security. Undeterred, Howard faced the rejection head-on. He departed Starbucks in 1985 to pursue his vision, Il Giornale, a coffee house inspired by Italian espresso bars. For over a year, he tirelessly sought investors, enduring rejections from around 217 out of 242 prospects. Yet again, his perseverance paid off. He secured necessary funds to open his first Il Giornale Cafe, a coffee house that was not just selling coffee, but creating rich immersive experience. 2 years later, in a twist worthy of a Bollywood film, Howard Schultz was raising $3.8 million to purchase the same company that rejected his vision. The original Starbucks owner decided to sell Starbucks. Seizing the opportunity, Howard acquired Starbucks, merging it with Il Giornale. Under his leadership, Starbucks transformed from a local coffee bean retailer to a global phenomenon, bringing the Italian coffee culture of community and connection to the world. But as success surged, cracks began to form. Starbucks was expanding at a breakneck speed, store after store, city after city. Growth became the focus. The company's value, the very soul of the brand, started to fade in the background. In 2000, Howard Schultz took the difficult decision to step down as CEO. He believed the company needed a fresh leadership to navigate its next phase. But without his steady hand and deep-rooted passion guiding the vision, Starbucks began to lose its way. The emphasis shifted from experience to efficiency. Stores became more mechanical. The intimate coffeehouse feel started to vanish. Customer connections weakened, morale dipped, innovation slowed. Starbucks, once a symbol of warmth and belonging, began to feel ordinary. Cut to 2008. The economy was crashing. Businesses everywhere were falling apart. That is when Howard returned, and his first move shocked everyone. He shut down all the stores in America all at once for retraining. Critics called it madness. He called it necessary. On February 26, 2008, Starbucks closed all 7,100 stores in the US for approximately 3.5 hours to conduct nationwide barista training sessions. This unprecedented move was aimed to refocus the company's commitment to quality and customer experience. This retraining was a practical and a symbolic step in Schultz's broader strategy to revitalize Starbucks in this economic downturn. While other companies were cutting benefits, Howard was expanding them. Stock options for baristas, health insurance for part-timers. His childhood dream was becoming a reality. Success is best when it is shared with all. But the challenges were far from over. Starbucks faced declining profits and overexpansion. In response, Howard took tough decisions. He closed 600 underperforming stores in 2008 and an additional 300 stores in 2009, leading to significant job reductions. These actions, though painful, were aimed at preserving the company's core values and long-term viability. Through these measures, Howard reaffirmed the company's commitment to quality, community, and shared success, steering the company back on course during the turbulent times. And the results? Nothing short of extraordinary. Starbucks rebounded, sharper, stronger, more connected to its purpose than ever before. Customers returned, morale soared, profits followed. And Starbucks wasn't just a coffee chain, it was a global movement. From just a few stores in Seattle to more than 40,000 stores worldwide, Starbucks, the brand today, is not just selling coffee, it is serving connection, consistency, and care.